So they had sent word back, this maniac just killed the guy in the basement. So John and Uncle Tom, who's portrayed in the book that way, and other people were out there. And on the way back, before they got to the club, Tommy's like still furious in his head. How the hell could my uncle and John Gotti have approved me to go on this thing? I'm a freaking teenage kid. I didn't want to see this. It'd blow the guy's brains out right in front of me. But Tommy's fears and anger towards his uncle and anger towards John Gotti went away in a minute, because when they pulled up, John Gotti and Uncle Tom and others were furious that Bruno did such a stupid-ass thing of taking him on the hit. John told him to take somebody responsible, and he picked Tommy. So, I mean, these guys really berated Bruno to no end. And then another guy who's portrayed heavily in the book later on, I'm not going to get into that now because it's another wild story, who also specializes in cleaning up crime scenes and cleaning up people who committed crimes. He was called in. Now, this guy is a key figure when Galante got hit, because he also met our friends that did the work over on Bergen Street, not to be confused with the Bergen. This is Bergen Street in Brooklyn, and he helped them clean up all the crime scene stuff that was on them, any evidence they had, burn the clothing, get rid of the guns, make sure the cars are all chopped up, like any professional hit does. That's why we laugh when people think that Sonny Red and Delicato was going to kill Galante and leave a car out in the open. It does not work that way. Just to backtrack on that for a minute. So anyway, Tommy was relieved that John Gotti and his uncle had no idea that he was going on the hit. And just to close this out, how sick these people's minds were, because there were some sickos, man. And Bruno was, from what everybody tells me and a few times I played cards, really fun, great guy, no doubt about it, but also twisted. In his mind, he loved Tommy. So he thought by taking Tommy on this hit, he was building up his resume. He was helping Tommy. He truly thought he was doing something good and helpful to Tommy without mentioning a word to him. He thought it would be great for Tommy's street cred. And obviously in that life, when you get straightened out, it's helpful and if not mandatory in some crews that you've been involved in a murder like that. So Bruno thought he was doing Tommy a favor. I know that's insane and a twisted thing to say, but I'm just telling people that's how it was back then. Anyway, I hope everybody got a lot out of this. So hope this interests everybody. There's a lot of stuff out there people have never heard. And the book is loaded with facts and stories about this, tons of John Gotti stories that nobody ever heard. And it's on Amazon. I'm telling you, it's a long book, but every freaking page you read is going to educate you about how this life really was and how treacherous and crazy it can be and how quickly it can turn from a happy card game into a freaking homicide. Have a nice night, everybody.